Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I have a bingo. I have Oliver's, and I think Viola's is good as well, and that scores more. Quite a good pickup, balanced. Can't see a 7-letter bingo. There could be an 8. My opponent challenges. Viola's is good. He loses 5 points. He's now at -5. I'm at 78. So what can I do with this rack? There's a lack of synergy between B, J and K. I could play Baking through the eye of Viola's. That's still available. Now I've got the A, G, E ending. Bonkage and Knobbage, not good. However, there could be a 4-4 type bingo here, so I don't want to rush into playing Baking. I'm going to consider each of the floaters. So, do I have anything with the I? So I have the ing ending. If the K was an H, I would have obeying. I've got book through the O. Blonkage, not good. I've got the ubble ending. Gonkable, not good. Okay, so what about the D? No. What about the O? Back doesn't work. Okay, well, I've already considered the O. So I have Baking. But does that take an S? That stops 1 square short. And, well, what about just playing book, keeping gain? Or even e-book. So Baking, 26 points. Book, 19. Baking leaves EO pretty rubbish rackly, so I think book is better. And I'll keep the E. My opponent may not be aware of the front hook. And also E helps this rack leave. Not good. Duplicate G and the F is non-bingo-y. However, it is a scoring tile. I'm wondering about GAN-F, which I think is good. Quite a few spellings for that. I would certainly sort the rack out. The door. Okay, so I'm thinking about GAN-F. 17 minutes on my clock. Is there a better play? For example, getting my F tripled. So flange through the L. Let me see what GAN-F looks like. I'm slightly unsure of this spelling. Actually, that looks okay. 25 points is okay. Rack leave. Poor. So this doesn't feel like a great play, but it achieves some things, and that's looking a little bit better. I've got a good scoring tile in the Z. I don't think there's a 7 or 8 letter bingo here, although there could be. I've got Zaza and Anne above GAN-F. Do I have something in column 3, getting my Z doubled and then the whole word doubled? Don't think so. So where else can my Z go? Now GAN-F takes an S. GAN-F takes an S if it's good. So do I have a 6-letter play? My opponent may have an S since he burnt one last go for less than 30 points. And that spot stays available. Through an A, I would have Zamangs. Well, I'm just not seeing a 6-letter Z play down here. Now, magazines through the right pair of floaters. Not available. So, what about playing ZA? eBooks takes an R in front. I don't have an R. Now, what about gaze. That looks a little better. Gets rid of the G as well, a problematic tile. I think a gaze is good, so gaze takes a front A. Not a reason for not playing it. Rack leave is okay, although light on vowels. And 46 points is a good score. And I can't see anywhere better for the Z. Great, I draw a couple of vowels. I've got the Ms prefix and the ism ending. Can't see any bingos with this rack. I've still got this 6-letter lane in column 8. But again, I can't see a play which fits there. I don't have an A for going in front of gaze. Wow, nice bingo by my opponent. And the floating E looks promising with this rack. Although the duplicate M is a bit of a problem. Close to misnomer. Well, I'm just not seeing a bingo with the E. What about the I? No, not seeing anything. So how to sort the rack out? I don't wish to keep 2 R's. And I don't want to burn my S cheaply. So that rules out storm. If my M was a G, I would have storming. Now, what about going through the E of relines? So, well, I could play moments. But again, that's burning the S. What about mento? $26 points, quite a good rack lead. Mento takes an R and an S after it, I think. My opponent's got 7 random tiles, so he's less likely to bingo than if he'd been nurturing his rack. Well, this doesn't feel great, but I haven't seen anything better. Fantastic. I draw a blank and a bingo rack at just the right time. I surely have a ton of bingos here. Now my H can hook IS. Let me just find bingos and then see where they play. And I'm looking for 7s. I haven't seen anything yet. Dirhams. Does that play? Not totally sure on that. But it's good. So my opponent did have back-to-back bingos. Pretty annoying. He's now ahead. I think Lounder will take an S, so I do have dirhams in row M, but it doesn't even get doubled. And my opponent's taken out the H hook for is. So the best bingo lane is column 15. With my R in second place. And row A ending ER. Now, do I have something with the E? So, Mashia. Can't see anywhere for that. I've now got the A for a gaze. Great. So, I do have a spot for Mashia, and the M gets doubled. Okay, that's looking better. And in fact, a column 1 play is going to be better than a column 15 play. So do I need to carry on looking? Well, I guess an HA play would score more. So I think I will whiz through the alphabet. So I've got Mashia in my back pocket. Now, there's surely something here. Kashmir. And its anagram. Well, Kashmir doesn't work in this spot because the K is the blank. And Kaimars, I think. Well, that's no better than Mashia. Mohairs. Ah, mohairs, that's it. That is it. Great. So mohairs for 110. Fantastic. And I draw the second blank, deservedly. Do I have a bingo? V and Y look unpromising. However, great. Opponent challenges, loses 5 points. I've got IG, which can be a part of an ing ending word. This really doesn't look promising, but I am going to look. And I'm kind of looking for 7s and 8s, but with no particular floaters in mind. Just waiting for inspiration to strike. Nothing so far. Well, that's a way of getting rid of the Y with the L or ILY. That's the ing ending. That looks like it helps the rack. Still nothing. Okay, so I can't see a bingo there, so I'm now looking to sort the rack out, and given that I have the blank, I want to bingo as soon as possible. So I'm looking to play off the, well, V, Y, and G would be helpful, which I can do with jive and jived. Jiver, not good. So jived can play down here, and this isn't going to score very much, but it's going to get rid of every bit of junk in my rack. Good chance of drawing another E, and in any event I'm sticking the E out there. I'm drawing attention away from the top right, which is pretty handy for me. And row 1, beginning with the A and ending with the R. So I think this is a good play. 17 points, really not good at all. But how else can I get rid of G, V, and Y? 10 minutes on my clock. Well, I could play Jive and Gen, but then that invites a play down column 8, which kills 3 bingo lanes, the 2 in row A and row D. And I'm not sure it scores very much more than jived. I think I'm going to go with this. Pretty good. That looks very close to a bingo. I have toe piece through the E of jived, or onto that E, and through it. I don't have a play in column 15 with the blank as an R. Wow, nice score by my opponent. He is now just 60 points behind, but he's interrupted toe piece. That's bad. Before I had another bingo in place, but surely there's something ending ER here. Or beginning with the A. 9 minutes on the clock. So I've particularly got in mind row A. Not seen anything yet. PTO as a 7. And Lepidote, so I have got a bingo through the D of jived. That looks close to a bingo. 8 minutes on my clock. Again, close to a bingo. We'll poetize. Nowhere for that. I've got the out prefix. That doesn't help. I've got over, the over prefix. Well, how disappointing. Well, poetize Ah, well, do I have Poetizer? Wow, I do. And, oh wow, I think the P gets doubled. Fantastic. Now, it would have worked with the blank as an S as well, but I didn't spot it. So, Poetizer for 90. And another good pickup, and including R's, which can hook Mento. So, is there another challenge by my opponent? Fantastic. It just gets better and better. Now, I have Irritate through the eye of relines. Do I have anything else? Now, I do. I have Ratia. Ratia, which plays in column 15, making Mentor. That does take a B in front. Both Bs have been played, no blanks left. 55 points for my opponent, a good score for him, but he's 100 points behind, and it's about to get a lot worse for him. Superb. So, Ratia for 82. There is an anagram of that. It's Retreat and Tartia. Retreat plays. How dangerous is this I next to a premium square? Well, the H can go there, and the P can. Well, Retreat places an A there where the J can go, so I think this is better. I draw finally a rubbish rack, but it doesn't matter because the game is in the bag. There's only 2 tiles left. The remaining tiles are pretty bingo-y. My opponent could bingo through the D or down column 14. So I'm looking to, well, I guess score with the J somewhere. Oh, and I've just noticed my opponent's played OA. That is very poor. That is so annoying. That's the second game in a row I've let my opponent get away with a phony 2. Well, I must just pay a little bit more attention in future. Now, I can see what my opponent's got. I don't think he can go out in 1, so I think I've got two more plays. Can I go out in 2? Unlikely. With the 2 W's. So can I play off? Well, I can play Jew. I can play Jew through Lounder. Let me see what that looks like. So 26 points. And I'm not going to go out next go, although I do have wine through the E. Can I do better than 26 for Jew? So I am looking for places where I can play off the J and one of the W's. I don't think any other play is going to be better. Although I know in row L I could play WHA something. Well, nothing I've got. So is Jew in this spot best? I think it is. I don't think I can go out next go, but I've got wine in row M. I've got win in row 9. OA. That is pretty annoying. Okay. Now, column 8 is available at the bottom for plays WI or HI. So I've got win in column 8. 26 points, that's pretty good. I can't really benefit from this triple letter square next to the eye of Ratia. And I can't see any way of going out with this rack. Now, what about a play in column 4, given that Q takes an I after it? Well, I've got uni, but that's the best I can see. Now, my opponent's taken out my win spot and my wine spot. I've still got win. My opponent's got at. Can he go out in 2 places? He can play tar in column 2. He can play at in column 14. So he certainly is going out. So what's the best I can do here? Wid is good. 19 points. Win is 20. Can I improve on 20? Don't think so. So just wait for my opponent to play his final move. Opponent challenges again. And he goes out pass to end the game. And the final score, 367 to my opponent, 535 to me, a winning margin of 168 points. So a huge, huge win. Let's see what I missed. So it was me to go fast. Yep, invalid word played OA, already noted. Now Viola 78, I think clearly best. Not a nice rack for my opponent, but he does have a bingo. Look at that. Cricoids and codicils. Okay, he didn't see either. This was my rack. Boking, I think that would have been a much better play than baking. Didn't see it. So what did I do? I played book for 20. Okay, so I dropped 8 points, but my rack leave better than just an E, so not a major miss. Quite a nice rack for my opponent. He plays clubs. And now I have Ganef for 26, and that looks fine. My opponent's rack, no bingo there, although it looked promising. He plays fold. Maze E2. Oh, okay, well, where I played gaze, but I think if I'd played maze, my opponent might have been more cognizant of the front A hook, and maze also takes an S, which I have, however, so probably not much between those. Now my opponent has a bingo. He plays relines, others available. Great, I didn't miss one here. I thought I may have done. Mozza, that's nice, down onto ZA. I didn't see that. Wow, and Mento comes up pretty high on this list. I didn't think it was a great play. And, well, it isn't a great play, but it's certainly a better play than I thought it was. Now, my opponent plays Lounder. Nice bingo there. He could have played Roundel and Mentor. And I have a great rack. And, gosh, having spotted dirhams, it did, of course, go in column 1. Anyway, I played Mohez for the same score. And look at that, always nice to see a whole bunch of bingos scoring over 100, especially if you find one of them. Now my opponent plays RU, and this was a pretty ropey rack, although look at that, A15 using the blank, I could have got 52 points, making Mentor and Irived. However, I went for 17 with Jived, but keeping a pretty good rack leave on a very good board for bingo, so I still like the jived play. Look at the rack leaves here, they're all retaining some of the tiles which I'm dumping in jived. Opponent plays Talak. I now have Poetizer for 90. So what else was there? Okay, well, I saw some of those, not all of them. Now my opponent plays OA. And, yep, spotted all of those and Ratia best. Opponent plays phone. I played Jew. That looks fine. Opponent plays Payu. Now I played Win for 20. And that is better than Ahi for 26 because there's an extra 8 of count back with Ahi. Yet it only scores 6 more, so Win is the best option available there. And that was the end of that. So a rip-roaring game, a run of bingos in the middle after a great start. So a lot went my way in that game, but it's important when that happens to take advantage of the opportunities that are open to you and to enjoy the game, which I did. So I hope you enjoyed watching that, and I will see you next time.